Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome back, I guess I should say. Darkside Phil here. Welcome to my stream for the day, and the reason I say welcome back is because I've been away for a day. I had a chance to take basically a day away before I geared up for this upcoming very busy gaming season of 2016. We're now pretty much in the midst of the busy gaming season, if you're not aware. Where it looks like pretty much every week there will be some major releases. Whether they are kind of, collections that are being released, slash re-releases of old AAA games, or it's brand new games, or DLC expansions. We've got a lot coming up. I'm going to talk a little bit about that on today's pre-stream so that you know what to expect in the next couple of weeks, because there's a lot going on, okay? But knowing full well that this was coming up, I decided yesterday to take a day off, and it was my girlfriend Leanna's birthday, and we spent the day together. We went out around Washington. We actually took the opportunity to drive a little bit further out from where we usually spend our time when we actually do have time to go do stuff outside of, work. And we checked out a few other shopping centers, an outlet mall, stuff like that. Took some pictures. If you didn't see it, up on social media, @they call me DSP. On Twitter or on Instagram, I'm just They Call Me DSP. We posted up a bunch of pictures of things that we kind of saw during the day that we found interesting, so you can check those out if you haven't yet. Including, we were at a Target, and at a Target, they actually painted, outside of Target stores, they have these giant red balls that they paint, and, they really don't serve any purpose. They're just out there for a little bit of like a style. It's kind of like a trademark of Target. They have these red balls as part of their deal. Well, at two of the balls at this Target we went to, they painted them like giant Pokeballs. So both Leanna and I posed with these Pokeballs, and my picture of me posing with this giant ball has like hundreds of likes on freaking Instagram, which is pretty funny. So anyway, yeah, yesterday I had a day out, and it was good. It was needed in my opinion. All right, I definitely thought that it was something that was needed for me to kind of, just for a day, take my mind off of gaming, especially with the fact that I know very shortly I am going to be massively inundated with new releases, new games, pretty much for the rest of the year. Yeah, pretty much for the rest of the year. It's going to just be crazy amounts of new stuff coming out. This year in particular, if you actually look at the game release schedule, is very busy. So, knowing full well that I was going to be incredibly busy with live streaming every day, playing games every day, doing edited videos for you, I decided let's just get a quick day away for a little bit of refreshment, and of course to celebrate with Leanna her birthday. And now I'm back at full capacity, alright? So today we're starting off strong, thank goodness. Come back from a little bit of time off with a new release. That's always awesome, right? Today's new release is Attack on Titan. So, if you're not aware, Attack on Titan is an incredibly popular manga series as well as anime, originating obviously from Japan, duh, but, got a lot of attention amongst, pop culture and fans of this kind of medium a few years back. Now, it's kind of funny because some people are pretty upset. The manga itself has, gone on pretty far. The anime of this show is only like 2 seasons in, not even really. They don't even consider it a season. They call it part 1 and 2. And I've seen both of those, so I just want to make that clear. I've seen all of the anime available of Attack on Titan up to this point. So I do know the story, I know what's going on. So as we play through the game, I should recognize certain events and things going on. At the same time, though, keep in mind it was a couple years ago when I actually watched this. So I may not be, up to snuff 100%. Catching every detail and every reference, but for the most part there shouldn't be any kind of crazy surprises or anything, as long as this game didn't progress past the point where the anime is. Now maybe it does, I don't know. It seems to be based off the anime if you actually look at the art style and everything, but I guess we'll see. So this could be pretty fun, and especially in regards to the fact that the anime is pretty fast paced, a lot of action, fighting these giant mutated Titan monsters. Very gory, too. Very adult-oriented. People die in the anime all the time. So this could be pretty fun. So I'm interested to see how it goes and, how much they stick to the actual plot lines of the anime or if they veer off from them. I have no idea. All right. So this is today's gameplay stream. It'll be about 3 to 3.5 hours. All right. And this will be continuing on for the week. So hopefully it's entertaining enough for you that if you like the stream today, you'll come back and you'll check it out all week. If not, keep in mind I record all of my streams into digestible portions of anywhere between, 10 to 30 minute long videos typically. And I upload those to DSPGaming after the stream is over. So if at any point you can't stick around for the entirety of the stream, don't worry. You're not missing out. You can watch it on demand at your own pace later on, okay? Now, later tonight, I will be playing more Deus Ex Mankind Divided. This was the big new release from last week. Not live streaming that anymore. It's going to be an offline series where basically I balance it with my live daily streams. So there will be more videos of that on DSP Gaming later tonight for those who've been following along that playthrough. Obviously, I recommend that you get caught up, on the streams and everything. So. Hold on a second here. My laptop is screwing up. I hate when this happens. My laptop is not exactly top of the line. I mean, I bought it back in around 2012, 2013. I think it was 2013 when I bought it. And it has issues. Sometimes it lags up. Sometimes it won't even open something. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, tonight, more Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and that'll be going on, as a balance with everything else all week, okay? Alright, so now tomorrow's the big day that I don't know what to tell you guys and gals what I'm going to be doing, and here's why. Supposedly tomorrow, the Battlefield 1 open beta is supposed to become available, okay? If it is available, I absolutely 100% want to be playing that beta tomorrow. I'm incredibly interested at what this game is going to be, being that they're taking the Battlefield franchise back in time, back to its roots. Old school, military-style combat versus the futuristic run-and-gun Call of Duty-style shit that they've done, in other games. I want to see how this is going to be, okay? I'm very excited to see how it turns out. So I'm hoping that it is available tomorrow so that I can live stream it. But I have no idea. I mean, just in particular, let me give you some perspective here. This game I'm playing today, Attack on Titan, didn't even release until like the wee hours of the morning on PlayStation Network. Typically when a new game is released digitally, they try to release it around midnight, of that night. This game, for whatever reason, did not get that treatment. And I was checking all night. I went to sleep around 2 a.m. and it wasn't even available then. So, sometime overnight, it updated, and when I woke up this morning at like 9 in the morning, it was available, so I downloaded it. So who knows when this beta is going to be available? It could be overnight. It could launch at midnight tonight. Amazing. If that's the case, that's great. Then I know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll be doing that for my stream. But if it's not, it all depends on when they actually release this thing. Okay? So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that that it will be available and I'll be streaming it tomorrow. If it's not, there's not much I can do. It's out of my control. PlayStation Network has always been flaky as hell. It always has been flaky. I've said this since day one. It's been one of my pet peeves over the years, is that why is it the PlayStation Network never consistently updates while other things do? Like, for example, quite honestly, Xbox Live seems to really update in a more timely and effective and efficient and dependable manner than PlayStation Network. I don't know why Sony cannot get their system up to snuff, especially considering now that everyone pays for PlayStation Plus, and they're raising the prices of PlayStation Plus, by the way, in the month of September. If you're not aware, it's going up by like $10 a year or something like that. So they have no excuse. Everything should be released consistently, and it's still not yet in 2016, okay? So, as much as I would love to say tomorrow, we're definitely doing the Battlefield beta. I can't say that we are. So if it is available tomorrow, that's what I'm doing on stream. If not, we'll just do more Attack on Titan, and we'll balance that with more Deus Ex, alright? So it all depends. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And then for the rest of the week, you're going to see Attack on Titan balanced with Deus Ex. If I really like this Battlefield 1 beta and I want to do another session, I probably will do another session sometime during the week, okay? In addition, once I finally do get to play the Battlefield 1 beta, I'll probably be doing an impressions video for KO Gaming, since a lot of people will probably be interested in what I think about it. Once we get further in all this week's releases, like Attack on Titan and Deus Ex, I'll probably be doing reviews for KO Gaming as well. So it all depends on how long it takes to get through all these releases, okay? And the other final thing is King of Fighters 14, which I played a bunch last week, is in dire need of a patch to make the online play work. I did a full session of it on Friday trying to do online play. It didn't go very well. The matches were incredibly laggy, just not very satisfactory at all. So I told everyone I'm going to play it again once they patch it, and it's been announced that they're supposed to patch it sooner rather than later. SNK even announced, we're planning on this big patch right away. We just need Sony to kind of certify it and get it out there as soon as possible. But it's not available yet. From what I'm to understand, there's no update yet. And the game's kind of incomplete without a fully functioning multiplayer mode, so it's kind of disappointing. If they patch it this week, I'm going to be playing it again online to give it kind of a more formal review. If they don't patch it by the end of this week, then I think what I'm going to do, sadly, I'm just going to review it as is. And it's not going to be pretty, because that online play is fucking terrible, you know? And it's a shame, because King of Fighters 14 has more content at launch, far more than Street Fighter V did. And I think the gameplay is tournament level good. It's just, if you can't play it online, it's a half game. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see what happens here and go from there. We'll see. Now, I just want to remind everyone of what else is coming up. Next week, we've got the final expansion for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. The final zombie map and the final multiplayer maps finally released next week. And I will be doing co-op for that, as I've done all year long with those zombie maps. So that'll be next week, okay? And also, you know, Nuka World, the final story-based DLC for Fallout 4, released today. So it is available. Now, you might be saying, why isn't Phil playing that? Well, it's very simple, because I'm still playing Deus Ex, and they're almost the same kind of game in a lot of ways. First-person, role-playing, open-world exploration, you know, looting, looking for secrets, upgrade trees. The major difference is that Fallout is far more shooter-based, while Deus Ex is a lot more, you can play it however you want. It could be a shooter, it could be a sneaking game, and I'm playing Deus Ex as a more non-violent, sneaking kind of a deal, alright? So I don't want to start Nuka World, doesn't make sense, because you would have two of the same kind of game being played at exactly the same amount of time. Do you really want to see first-person open-world RPG, and then later in the day, another first-person open-world RPG? No, of course not. People want variety, especially if you don't like that kind of game. You'd be bored to tears if I didn't do something else. So, with that being said, you know, I do want to play Nuka World. I'm very interested, but it's going to go on hold until I finish Deus Ex. Now, I think, if I'm to understand correctly, I'm about halfway through Deus Ex. And if I do consistently stick to playing it about 2 hours a day, you know, by the end of this week, I may be almost done with it. So if I could finish up Deus Ex by next week, that would be great, because then I could focus on Nuka World for a while until the newer stuff comes out in the middle of the month. If you're not aware, the middle month of September, or the middle month, excuse me, the middle week of September is what I meant to say, has Recode. This game that we've been seeing information about at 2 E3s now looks pretty interesting, kind of an action-based puzzler. There's also collections releasing. There's the Dead Rising collection as well as the BioShock collection, both releasing in the middle of this month. Okay, so if you are interested in seeing me either play BioShock 1 or Dead Rising 1, I am planning on doing both of those in September. And then, of course, later this month, if we hit the funding goal for Patreon, I'll be doing a retro playthrough of one of 3 games that people will be voting on, okay? So, I'm going to give you more information on that in just a moment. But, it's going to be a busy month. So, lots of new stuff this month. It's going to be a good one. I can't really give you a definitive schedule for when everything will happen until we get a little bit further. But I think regardless, September is going to be pretty exciting. Okay? Alright, so it's time for some gratuitous plugs, ladies and gents. Alright? I'm going to get through this as quickly as possible, but try to be as efficient as well, because I got some big updates for everyone. First of all, thanks for watching my live streams. Thanks for watching my on-demand videos. You guys have made this year an awesome one. It's been a far more positive year than I'd say the past 3 years have been, and I'm really enjoying what I'm doing a lot more than I was. So thank you for that. you've made this a viable business that I can keep going on, you know. There's a few ways that you can go above and beyond just watching the videos, though, that can help me out, okay? The first is checking the description of all of my videos and streams. You'll find there a referral link to Loot Crate, lootcrate.com/DarksidePhil, and you'll also find a discount code, Save Me 10 DSP. If you use that referral link and then the referral code, or excuse me, the discount code, you can save 10% on any Loot Crate subscription. And I unbox Loot Crate every single month. There hasn't been an unboxing in August because they're sending me the Anime Crate, and the Anime Crate actually doesn't arrive till the first week of September, which I didn't know until a few days ago. Alright? So please, check it out, and if you are interested in doing a Loot Crate subscription, use the referral and discount codes to save yourself 10%, and I get a little bit of a cut of that, and it does help out, okay? Also, Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. As of the other day, what was it, Sunday, I am verified on Twitter, meaning I got that little check mark next to my name. It means that I am official, and, you know, no one can really impersonate me anymore, because if they try, they don't have the check mark. So now you can feel free to follow me and not be confused by detractors or assholes trying to impersonate me and say nasty shit. So please consider following me on Twitter. It's kind of funny, because since I got verified on Twitter, I've got like a couple hundred extra new followers on there. I guess some people really were staying away from Twitter because they didn't like all the nonsense with the trolling, and now they feel a little bit safer now that I'm verified. So please consider following me there. Every night I post up an updated schedule so you know what to expect the next day, plus all kinds of fun stuff. I already mentioned here in the pre-stream how yesterday I was out on a day out and I was posting up pictures and stuff. You'll see all kinds of good stuff, fun stuff on there from time to time, so please consider following me. And by the way, no, I don't bombard my Twitter with hundreds of tweets a day, so you won't get your feed completely spammed if you follow me there. Also, KO Gaming, which I also already mentioned, the YouTube channel where I do edited content. The latest video is from late last week. I did a first impressions video on Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I did a full review of No Man's Sky the week before. Stuff on the channel does pretty well, so please check it out. It's much different from the raw stuff that I do here on stream or on DSP Gaming. YouTube.com/KO Gaming 1. And again, like I said, of course, if you're interested in my thoughts on all these upcoming games I'm playing, I'll be doing reviews and impressions and stuff on that channel for these as well. So, Patreon, this is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August 30th. That means, as of right now when I'm doing this pre-stream, there's about 36 hours left for you to pledge to my Patreon in the month of August. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a giant push. People over the past 2 days have pledged a lot to my Patreon. We were way behind on hitting the month's goal. Guess what? We're about $50 away. We went from being over $160 away down to only about $50 away from hitting my monthly goal in the month of August. This is incredibly doable, but we need some people to pledge here in the last 36 hours available to pledge. So, patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Alright, not only will you get cool personal perks dependent on how much you pledge, such as getting premium forum access, being able to vote on upcoming events, getting text or verbal thank yous in your videos, getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, or even getting a private Q&A video made, but you also contribute to my monthly goals. And I misclicked, hold on. There it is. This month, if I hit the goal, there you go, Jak 3 HD, Banjo-Kazooie HD, or Crash Bandicoot 3, whatever wins the poll for the first few weeks of September, will be a playthrough that I will play in late September, alright? But, number one, we need to hit the goal. We have to hit it, and we're a little bit over $50 away. That's not bad. That means that if just a few people get their heads together and pledge in the next 36 hours, this is an incredibly reachable goal. Certainly a lot less ground to cover than we had a few days ago, right? So I do want to say this. Thank you to everyone who did pledge in the past couple of days. You just, I mean, I wasn't even here yesterday, and I got a bunch of pretty cool pledges. So thank you for that. Makes me feel, you know, appreciated that people are loving what I'm doing. They want to see me keep doing it full time. Thank you for your support. But if you want to actually be in on the voting for which of these games I'll play in September, you have to pledge $5 or more in the next 36 hours, okay? So we're close. I hope we hit it. please, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever considered pledging, you know, this might be the time you want to do it. We're very close. All right, if we don't hit the goal, I got to stick to my guns and not do the special event, because this is the motivational tool to get people to pledge. And the fact that I had a ton of people pledge in the past few days means there's obviously interest in seeing these games being played during this busy hardcore gaming season, okay? So please consider it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. As little as $1 helps, okay? As little as $1 helps. Because the bottom line is, you think it would be easier to get a few people to pledge a large amount to cover this $50 that's left as the deficit, or to get 50 people to pledge $1? Obviously, the dollar is a lot more reasonable. People don't seem to realize that it adds up. The most successful people who use Patreon have a ton of people who pledge a small amount. It's absolutely true. Go look on Patreon at these people who are making ridiculous amounts of money every month, and you'll see they have like thousands of people giving them $1 a month. That's how it's successful, because it's nothing to you, it's $1, but it adds up for the person, okay? So please consider pledging if you haven't yet. 36 hours left to make this goal happen, and I know we can do it, but I need your help, all right? Okay, and now, ladies and gents, the final plug. My girlfriend Leanna has her own business where she makes handmade soaps and wax tart melts, and guess what? She's having a sale, yes, for the next 36 hours. It ends at the end of August, okay? There's the link right there, etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrant. If you've ever been interested in maybe getting some cool, high-quality handmade soaps, you know, whether for yourself or as a gift, now is the time. If you use the code 23SALE, that's 23SALE, on any order of $10 or more, you will save 25% on your order. That's a big amount. You know, it will probably cover shipping, if not more. And you have to place an order within the next 36 hours. It's great quality stuff. If you don't believe me, don't take my word for it. Check out the site. Nothing but positive feedback over there since she opened early last year. And it's just good stuff, all right? So please consider please consider placing an order in the next 36 hours and use that code 23SALE to save 25%. There you go. All right. And now the time has come to start with today's new release. Thank you, everyone, for being patient. It is now time for Attack on Titan. I certainly hope that they put the first season's intro song into the game, because I absolutely love that song. And then they changed it for the second season, kind of, and I hated it. I absolutely hate it. Like, I was like, I don't like this song at all compared to previous ones. So, all right, folks, that is it. Let's begin Attack on Titan. Here we go.